Hey guys, about to go into the finals of an Oath of the Gatewatch draft, looking to finally break my streak of 2-1s and try to go 3-0. And I would like to play first. I think this is actually a keep. We only have 2 lands, but we have a bunch of cards we can play with 2 lands, and we're gonna draw more lands, right? I mean, things always go that way. I don't normally keep 2 landers unlimited, but one with Sludge Crawler and Kozilek's Sentinel is pretty reasonable because the Sentinel is pretty likely to keep me from getting completely run over early. So I like that. Not a land, but a good removal spell. I'm always happy to see those. We're going to go ahead and get in there for 1. I mean, we also have Kozilek's Unnatural Endurance, which we can play early if we need to. Ooh, hitting an Embodiment of Insight is pretty nice, I have to say. The embodiments are quite good. We have the red one, and he's our only non-colorless creature, and he's pulled his weight. Land. Haha! Things went my way. So we're going to play our Shrieker here. He could have Gideon's Reproach or something like that. But I think, honestly, we're pretty okay with him using that here. I mean, I do like our Sentinel, but Gideon's Reproach? No, just taking 3. All right, what do we ingest this time? A Forest. Not nearly as juicy. Unless our opponent's desperate for a second green source. He's not. So much for that theory. But we're in a pretty great place. I mean, where we can play removal on stuff he plays and just keep cracking away. Okay, well, that's kind of annoying. Gaining life is pretty good against our deck. Seer's Lantern, huh? Well, we're going to cast that. Gets us up to 4 mana. Gives us our colorless source. We'll pump this guy by 1. And this guy by 1 and get in for a bunch. So that's 7. We have to do what we can before our opponent starts gaining life. All right. Scion Summoner, I don't mind hitting. He's going to go up to 11, I'm guessing. But yeah, I mean, our hand is pretty, like, when our opponent couldn't play an early creature, having a hand like this one is pretty gross, where we, like, curved out 1, 2, 3, and then we have ways to deal with basically anything he could do. All right. That's annoying. And actually pretty good right now because we don't really want to use a removal spell on it, and it could kill our Shrieker in combat. The card basically be 1 card for 1 card. Okay. Though I do have the regeneration, but I don't know how much I want to use that up right now. I mean, maybe I do want to be that aggressive. He may also be trying to ramp. But I think playing the Havoc Sower and just attacking with the Sentinel is also pretty good. So that's what I'm going to do instead. We can put the Sower next turn if we choose to. I mean, is it worth trading for a double block here? Yeah, I guess maybe it is, actually. If that's what he wants to do. I mean, he's kind of forced into it. It's a 3-mana card for a 3-mana card. If you look at it that way, it's not so bad. Okay, well, he's even willing to just take it. We're even happier with that. But these are pretty good against, like I was saying, the things in our hand could deal with anything, and they can, but you don't really want to be using them to kill Scions, unless he starts putting +1/+1 counters on them. In which case, it sounds pretty good, but he's not going to. We don't have anything in our sideboard to deal with that. We're in red and black anyway. They can't really deal with that. We could have a Scour from Existence, I guess. Looks like he's probably playing something we're going to want to kill. Oh yeah. We want to kill that badly. So, hey, land. I don't mind that. So I think we're going to use Devour in Flames here to take down the Path Warden. I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to return a mountain to our hand. And this puts us in a pretty great spot. Where I think it's even worth it to just swing with our Sludge Crawler here. Probably not, actually. We'll swing with everything else, though. I mean, that's lethal, so it probably was worth it to swing. I mean, it's not lethal immediately, but it's lethal if I pump one of these guys. Okay. Works for me. Probably should have left black up. If I had a brain, that's what I would have done. Because I could have used Unnatural Endurance to save one of our creatures. Good God. The life gain. It's worth remembering Unnatural Endurance will boost this by 1, even if it's not the target. So if we're really trying to hit lethal, that may be what we need to do. This retreat is killing us. Killing us. Fortified Rampart. That'd be pretty good right now. Well, that's even better. So that's annoying. Okay. So I think we Oblivion Strike the land and swing with everything. That's what I'm leaning towards anyway. Unless he attacks. I don't see that happening though. Actually, we probably want to Oblivion Strike the wall and swing with everything. But we don't really need to. Like, that's a little overly aggressive, I think, right now. I think we can just swing with everything here and use Unnatural Endurance. Yeah, that's what we want to do. That's better. Lots of activated abilities on my cards. Okay. So he's not even killing my guy. Do I even want to kill his guy? I don't think so. Maybe. No. So I'm just going to pump the 2 who get through a little bit. It's 5. I mean 6. So we can take him down to 1 here if we want to, but it's probably not worth it. And I'm going to leave Unnatural Endurance up. All right. So we hit a land. That reduces the chances, technically, of him hitting another one and gaining life here. Well, so much for that. He can also gain 4 life from his Blighted Steppe right now. I guess I should be doing this Menace ability before I do anything else. Ooh, I wonder if he has a Board Sweeper. If he does, the good news is I can save my best creature. Because the fact that he attacked is a bit suspicious. Yeah, if I'd given this Menace first last turn, and things would have gone a lot better. I kind of forget that it also gives Menace. Planar Outburst. Or are you just sacrificing that? You are just sacrificing that. Okay. Can we just kill him now? 3, 6, 7, yes. So I think we go for the kill now. He's only got 1 mana, so the potential for him to screw with us isn't really high. So we're going to go with Oblivion Strike. And we're going to swing with everything, which is 3, 5, 8. It's already lethal. Right? 3, 5, 8, 9. Yes. Oh, there's that. But it probably won't have a huge impact on us. I'm going to give this guy Menace. So he gets in for that 4 no matter what. I guess that does keep him at 1 life or something like that. I do also have my unnatural endurance, actually, so that'll just win me the game. Oh, what's he doing? For a second, I thought he was going to cast a spell. Yeah, natural endurance will... so this is 4, 6, 8, so it'll buff this guy. If I use it here, it'll still buff this guy, and it's already going to 4, 6, 8. It'll make it 9. Yeah. So that's lethal. Oh, no, it's not. But our opponent scooped anyway. It was only 8 damage, the way I casted it, but he was in bad enough shape that it didn't really matter. Okay. Did I see any reason to bring any of these cards in? I guess, no, not really. I don't think so. I think we just roll with the same deck. I've won game 1 many times in the finals and then lost. This is a very, very good hand, though. So we're definitely keeping it. We have 2-drop Forerunner into Flare Drone into Kozilek Shrieker. Boulder Salvo in there somewhere. So pretty happy with all that. I don't know if we've drawn our Forerunner all day. Yep, that's annoying. The good news is we can blow up a land if we want to later. But that does present something of a problem going forward. That annoying wall. Okay, we do Oblivion Strike, which is quite nice. The good news is we can play something like Flare Drone and pressure his life total without having to do anything other than just, keep playing Magic. So probably play Havoc Sower next. And then the turn after that, assuming I have 5 lands, I can Shrieker and Salvo, like blow up this land or something else. All right. I mean, we'll take it if this forest swings. It would indicate some trickery on our opponent's part if he does. So yeah, we're just going to take that. Interesting. He probably has that trick again, which is pretty bad for us here. Okay, well, we can blow up that land now, actually. Oh, no, the trick would save it. The trick would save it. So let's think here. I think we're still going to go for it, make him use his trick. I mean, all he has to do is leave one green up for it, and that way at least we make him use it up in a way that doesn't damage our board. So we're going to try to go for it here and boulder salvo that guy. Then he has to use his trick, and then we know what's up and whether or not we want to attack. So yeah, that is what I suspected. So we just trade 1 for 1 there, which isn't too bad. I mean, he now, isn't going to be able to pump that guy every turn or anything. So we need to get some colorless mana. Yeah, colorless. Mixing up colorless and generic still. It's early enough in this new world. I don't think colorless mana, the special colorless is going to show up like waste and stuff like that much in the future unless they constantly reference the Eldrazi, but I hope they don't because it'd be more interesting flavor-wise if the Eldrazi weren't always around. I wonder if he has another one of that card. I guess I could block, and that would be one way of finding out. That wouldn't be too bad. I'm going to play Havoc Sower. Pings our opponent for 1. What card do I not care about losing in combat? Would I rather do it on offense or defense? It might be the Forerunner. Like, he might be the least imposing of the cards. Yeah. I'll wait a turn, though. I could have given him haste, but pretty sure he has a trick anyway. This time I will declare a block, probably using the Forerunner. All right, so yeah, I'm going to block with the Forerunner because if he doesn't have a trick, this thing's dead. If he has a trick, at least we made him use it. The Havoc Sower I like a little more because chances are we're eventually going to draw colorless. Yeah, there it is. So we got 2 of those out of the way. It's another 1 for 1 trade, which isn't too bad. And there's the colorless mana I said we're probably going to end up drawing. And that now enables me to swing with my Slaughter Drone. So I will. Happy to trade for the land, or, the wall wouldn't even trade. It would just die, so. Okay. So we're going to give it Death Touch. He's going to, what's he going to do? 4 mana? Make a stand. Yeah, that's rough. Our opponent is like all about the tricks. So it's another 1 for 1 trade. Which I'm okay with. So, and eventually he's going to run out of tricks. This is why he's been so confident in swinging. That thing is a nuisance. Let's think here. How many things could he have? He could have enough that I'm just going to take it. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I think we just play it. It's huge. It's a problem. Because it can get through that annoying wall. So it takes him down to 17. God, he could have another Vines of the Recluse, But at this point, I say we just make him use them. He could have Vines of the Recluse is the only one that untaps his guy, so all right, good. Oh no, what's happening? Another trick to take down my flare drone. My God, this is like the most tricks I've ever seen one person play, and I'm pretty high on tricks. I think he assigned the +1/+2 in the wrong places. Because if he'd assigned it, my flare drone would have been dead. But he did gain life still, so at least there's that. He's also just not advancing his board a lot, and we are in a more meaningful way, I think. So pretty happy about that. Okay, he's putting a +1/+1 counter on that instead of gaining the life, which is interesting. I will block this forest. Yeah, so. Okay. I'm gonna play my Shrieker to make sure I get in for the 1. Well, my flare drone's not gonna attack anyway. Now that thing's a 1/7. So that can't block. I think we swing with the Havoc Sower and the Kozilek. Oh, there's no reason to swing with that, actually. We'll just swing with our Pathfinder. Man, I'm thinking a really bad pun just came to my mind, wherein we have different kinds of cars in this deck. We have a Forerunner and a Pathfinder. How about that? So good. Yeah, puns. It is kind of funny that we happen to have both of those cards. So we drop our opponent to 10, play another dude, one who can get Menace and be a nuisance. Oh my God. This is bad. I mean, it's not the end of the world bad or anything. I mean, we can hold our own against it, but it is crazy the cards this guy has in his deck. Like all these Walls of Resurgence they're suffocating me, man. I'm gonna have to kill one of them, sadly, using an Oblivion Strike because it keeps the pressure on more effectively. So we're gonna kill the big one. And I think I just swing with everything and force his hand one way or another. I don't think I'm gonna wait to use the 1 because I can pump this. This will trade. They'll all trade for something if he blocks, unless it's the wall, obviously. And he can't just take that, so. All right. I guess I could have made that unable to block it. But I think waiting to pump until, like, if he assigns a double, he can't assign a double block here now because this will become a, well, yeah, he can. It only becomes a 5/4, so. Damn. Isn't that just lethal? He must have something planned here, because that is lethal if he doesn't have something planned. All right. I 3-0'd finally. That one was sort of unexpected. I didn't think that was actually going to kill him. He probably should have blocked. But he didn't. So we got through for lethal. I finally 3-0'd an Oath of the Gatewatch draft on try number 14, I think this is. So that's good. And it's funny because our deck had like no bombs in it. It just had a lot of synergy and very good like quality commons and uncommons. So pretty happy with that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you want to see some more Oath of the Gatewatch draft videos, as one will be coming up every week for the foreseeable future.